Frankie goes to Hollywood. Hey, yo, Frankie. Frankie.
Now that's Huggie Pacino certified.
Well, hello there. This is the Black Gray Hughes here, and welcome to another segment. Welcome back to Nefarious News, where we bring you stories around the globe and bring them to you live and in living color. And this strange, nefarious story out of Knoxville, Tennessee is very, very nefarious, I must say. And feels good to be back in the studio again doing Nefarious News. I am the Black Gray Hughes here. Let's talk about this story. A Tennessee woman gave birth last month to a baby girl who was frozen as an embryo in 1992, when her mother was just a year old. Tina and Benjamin Gibson became the proud parents of Emma Wren on November 25th. Emma weighed a healthy 6 pounds and 8 ounces and measured 20 inches long. According to the staff at the University of Tennessee Preston Medical Library, Emma holds the all-time record for longest frozen embryo to come to birth. Gibson had Emma through the National Embryo Donation Center, a faith-based embryo adoption program in which couples hoping to conceive are paired with embryos that will not be used by their genetic parents. The NEDC said in a news release that it has received donated embryos from all 50 states, as well as foreign countries. A baby counter on the NEDC site tallies its live births at 686 babies. Emma was frozen in October 1992 when Tina Gibson, 26, was 18 months old. The embryo was thawed in March of this year and implanted 2 days later. Emma is such a sweet miracle, Benjamin Gibson said. According to the news release, I think she looks pretty perfect to have been frozen all those years ago. Carol Sommerfeld, director of the NEDC's lab, thawed the embryos implanted into Tina Gibson's uterus. That's very wonderful. You could just put an embryo right there in the uterus. That's very nefarious, I must say. Anyway, Sommerfeld said it was deeply moving and highly rewarding to see embryos frozen using early cryopreservation techniques to survive. I will always remember what Gibson said when presented with a picture of their embryos at the time of transfer. These embryos could have been my best friend, as Tina herself was only 25 at the time of transfer, Sommerfeld said. The organization's website lists its overall pregnancy rate per transfer at 57%. About 49% of transfers result in live birth. About 3/4 of the donated embryos survive the freezing and thawing process, the website states. Dr. Jeffrey Keenan, medical director of the NEDC, said the organization was privileged to help the couples become parents. We hope this story is a clarion call to all couples who have embryos, long-term storage, to consider this life-affirming option for their embryos, Keenan said. So, this was a few years ago, so let's visit the present where they've done this for a second time.
One more time.
It says baby born from embryo that had been frozen 27 years ago. This is dated for today, December 1st, 2020. Knoxville, Tennessee. A family in Tennessee is celebrating what some may call a medical miracle. The Gibson family welcomed Molly Everett Gibson 27 years after her embryo was frozen, WVLT reported. It is a record for a baby born from a frozen embryo. The last record was 24 years, held by Molly's older sister, Emma Wren Gibson. Both Emma and Molly were frozen during the same procedure and her genetic sisters, WBIR reported. Molly's embryo was frozen on October the 14th, 1992. It was thawed on February 10, 2020 by the National Embryo Donation Center and implanted into the mom, Tina Gibson's uterus on February 12th, WBIR reported. She was born almost 27 years to the day she was frozen on October 26, 2020, and she weighed 6 pounds and 13 ounces and measured 19 inches long. The Gibson story gives hope to families who think it may be too late to have a baby. I think this is proof positive that no embryo should ever be discarded, and certainly not because it is old. Dr. Jeffrey Keenan told WVLT, "This is also a testament to the excellent embryology work of Carol Sommerfeld. She is perhaps the preeminent embryologist in the country when it comes to thawing frozen embryos. And of course, it is a testament to how good God is and to his infinite goodness and love." When Tina and Ben returned for their sibling transfer, I was thrilled that the remaining 2 embryos from the donor that resulted in Emma's Rin's birth survived the thaw and developed into 2 very good quality embryos for their transfer, Sommerfeld told Good Morning America. This definitely reflects on the technology used all those years ago and its ability to preserve embryos for future use under an indefinite time frame. So, for those who aren't really educated about it, let's see what an embryo really is. The definition of an embryo is an unborn or unhatched offspring in the process of development. In particular, a human offspring during the period from approximately the 2nd to 8th week after fertilization, after which it is usually termed a fetus. So, for the ladies who are out there thinking that it's too late, it's never too late. There's always a possibility. And very nefarious, but such a beautiful thing. I must say that I'm glad to report on this story. This is the Black Gray Hughes here. Thank you for tuning in to Nefarious News. On behalf of Huggie Pacino Effect, we thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel by hitting the red subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell. If you have problems receiving notifications, make sure you unsubscribe and then resubscribe and hit the bell again. On the right hand side, all of my channels will be available, and subscribe to all of them, because with YouTube censorship, there's no telling where I might have to move around. So make sure you subscribe to all channels available. And if you have a cell phone, in the description box of each and every single upload, you can follow me on social media. You can also contact me via phone and email, and there will be a link to each channel to subscribe to. And also, don't forget to check out my playlist, my vision series, and my uploads over the past few years. You can go all the way back to the memory lane as well. If you would like to donate, Cash App and PayPal, $ Huggie Pacino, PayPal.com/Huggie Pacino. Thank you for watching. I am Huggie Pacino for the Huggie Pacino Effect. Thank you.
Now that's Huggie Pacino certified.